Hello everyone, my name is Tarun. I just want to share with you something about design thinking. I just attended one workshop in Stanford University and it was awesome. Thanks to my company, my managers who nominated me to go to this, outstanding workshop. So that's about design thinking. So what is design thinking is all about? When I first time heard about design thinking, I was thinking this may be something with designing or something like that. But no, that's not the case. Design thinking is a new concept. When we try to solve a problem, we think about the solution more, right? But in theory, design thinking is telling that okay, it is not about the solution, it is about the problem. We need to understand what exactly the problem is and what are the impacted key areas. Who are getting affected by the problem? I think that is the most important thing of the solution. So, what happens is whenever we see a problem, we think kind of a one-kinded solution. So, the best thing is to give it an example, right? So, if you see one of the biggest innovation of healthcare, from medical device sector is one of the machine called MRI. I think a lot of us we already know about it. So MRI is being developed by GE and it is one of the biggest invention. But when we do MRI for the adults, it's fine, right? But when a kid, like a 5 or 6 year old kid, if there's a need of doing MRI for the kid, we need to sedate that kid. That means kid is very scared of that MRI machine to go inside. And but the same kid when they go to a playground, in Chuck E. Cheese, like, and they can go to the similar holes of the play area and they are very comfortable. They are not scared. We are scared. Like, okay, when the kid goes inside, where is he? We are very scared. But kid is not. He's playing. But the situation is completely reverse when it is case of MRI. So this gives a thought, right? When you are trying to solve a problem, we need to think about both a kid and an adults. So both has a different viewpoints, and both to apply the solution to these two kind of people, we need to have two kind of delivery mechanism. So for the kid, we need to, if we so that the experiment in the experiment when we created a play area and put the MRI there and everything is like a kids play area, and we haven't, there is no need of sedation, so we can do the MRI for the kids without any sedation. So and that works perfectly. So the same solution does not work properly when the way we deliver is wrong. So this gives us a thought. So design thinking is all about this. When we are trying to create a solution, we need to also feel how our end customer will feel when they get. So this is more important predominantly when we you think about the mobile apps, because when we build an apps, customer touch it, right, and they feel it. So it is not everybody can give the same informations, right? So there are a lot of competing apps, they can give the, so whichever gives the better feeling, that gets more popular and that brings more ROI. So that is what about design thinking. So the most important word about design thinking is empathy. Empathy is, I think we all know, is how we need to feel how others are feeling. So that is where difference between sympathy and empathy. In sympathy, we just say okay, we just don't feel, but we think and we suggest, okay, when we see something, let's say, so let's take an example, right? The way we can use sympathy and the way we can use, so let's say you build a product and you deliver to customer and customer complains, right? And you ask them, hey, raise a raise a ticket and we will solve it, right? So basically you are not feeling the customer's problem, you are just, But what if before you release it to the customer, you use it first? And that's why I think a lot of big company does it, like, Microsoft, when before they even release their next OS, they roll out it internally, and they feel how it is, and they normally, so that is what about design thinking is. And I think that is pretty good, but I think it is not even rolled out to the mass audience when and general software development life cycle, and that's what it's happening now. So that is a, my quick experience I want to share with you about design thinking. Thank you.